Well, hey everybody, it's Doug Rucker here again with PressureWashingSchool.com and DougRuckerStore.com. Again, hey, we're located right here in the Houston, Texas area. We're actually up in Porter, just north of the Humble Kingwood area. Actually, our school and our store located in the same place. So if you take 59, you'll get off at the North Park exit, head east at Loop 494, which is the first light. Turn left, and we're right down on the left-hand side. Hey, don't forget, coming up is our next school, hands-on training school, is July 11th. That's July 11th right here in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm sorry, right here in Houston, Texas, or in Valdosta, Georgia with Judd West. So just go to PressureWashingSchool.com. You can get all the information right there. Or if you have questions, you can email me, learn@PressureWashingSchool.com. Hey, for this video today, I'm going to be talking about a downstream bypass injector kit that's available on our website. Going to show you some different ways that you can use it, why we use it, that kind of thing. This is the brainchild of a gentleman named James Faulhaber out of Florida. He came out with this many, many years ago, and now pretty much everybody sells them. So thank you, James. That was a great, great thing you did for our industry. It's helped a lot of people, and just want to give you credit. James is one of those guys that when he speaks, I listen, because he's forgotten more about this business than I'll ever know. So James, again, I just wanted to thank you. So anyway, got that coming up next. All right, so this is a downstream bypass injector kit. It is located on our website, and basically it does what it says it does. It bypasses the injector. So anytime you have a downstream injector in line coming off of your machine, and if you use kind of like the standard setup where you just would hook the injector part like this, I'll show you a picture, right off of the machine, you're going to lose a little bit of pressure and a little bit of flow. So let's say you wanted to downstream the house, rinse the house, all of that kind of stuff. Basically, with the standard setup, you would have to have basically two buckets. You'd have to have one for your bleach, and when you wanted to rinse, you'd walk over, drop it into a bucket that's full of water so that you could rinse. But you're losing a little bit of pressure and a little bit of flow because of that injector being in line coming off of your machine. So this bypasses the injector when you want to rinse, because what you would simply do is walk over and turn this ball valve. So right now it's set up to bypass the injector. My water's coming through here and it goes straight down my hose and I can rinse. I'm not losing any pressure or flow. When I want to downstream and draw my bleach or whatever chemical I'm downstreaming, I would walk over and turn this ball valve, okay? And now the water comes out and it's going to go through and pull my injector, as long as I'm using the right nozzle that will pull the chemical, the low pressure chemical nozzles. And then when I wanted to rinse, I would walk back over to the bypass injector, I would turn it, and then I could start rinsing, because the water is going to come through here and I'm restoring that pressure and flow back so that I'm not losing it. And so it comes in really handy for not only just rinsing to get your full flow and your full pressure, but also if you wanted to switch to your surface cleaner, you would have it like this, so the water's coming straight through and you're not losing any pressure or flow through your surface cleaner. With it in line, you're going to lose that. So the only way you could do that if you don't have this is actually turn the machine off and take the injector out, and then hook the hose back up and then start surface cleaning. And then if you wanted to post treat, say using the downstream injector, turn the machine off, hook it back up, the injector, downstream, then rinse using the bucket method or whatever if you were going to rinse. So if you're using a portable machine like this, you'd basically hook it up to your outlet fitting coming off of your machine. And I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. And you would hook the bypass injector here. You would have your clear braid hose going to your bleach or whatever chemical that you're using. And then you would simply just operate the ball valve depending on whether you're rinsing or whether you're wanting to draw chemical. And then, of course, if you're using it to draw the chemical, you're going to turn it either up or down, whichever way we have the ball valve installed. And then that will cause the water to come out and go down through the injector. And using a soap nozzle, either on your J-rod or the black one that comes with machines, that will cause it to draw. When you get ready to rinse, you walk back over, turn it, and now the water comes straight through. And then if you wanted to rinse your injector out using this method, you would have another bucket with clean water. You would take your siphon tube out, drop it into the bucket, and then into the bucket of water, and then turn this again. And so now, using that same chemical nozzle, it'll draw the water out of the bucket and allow you to rinse the injector. Hey, don't forget that in addition to our monthly hands-on training, we also have the school, SKOOL, platform where you can learn how to clean houses, roofs, property protection. What was the other thing? Driveways, concrete cleaning, hardscape, all that kind of stuff. And there's a ton of other learning resources that I'm adding all the time there. So if you want online training, can't make it to Houston or Valdosta, check out the school platform. It's awesome. Got a lot of guys there already, and great community of guys, getting a lot of questions asked and a lot of participation. So it's a lot of fun. And then also don't forget our point training. If you need personalized training, we can do that. As well as, what's the other training I'm trying to think of? Oh yeah, the virtual training. If you need virtual training where I do one-on-one coaching with you via Zoom or Teams, also have that available. So any of our training opportunities, just go to pressurewashingschool.com, or you can email me at learn@pressurewashingschool.com. Now, when you order one of these, the options are to order them DIY, where you buy all of the fittings and you put everything together yourself. And when you do that, we always are going to send them with the orientation of the plug flowing out. It states right on the website, if you're DIYing it, it's shipped plug out. In other words, when you build it, everything would be like you see. Plug, the socket is in, water in, plug is water out, and then we also set up this way for the injector. If you need it different, where this is opposite, then you need to put that in the notes, and then we'll send it with that orientation so that you can build it that way. So if you're ordering it ready to use, you're already ordering it, and we're going to build it. You're ordering it with either socket in, plug out, or plug in, socket out. And that's going to be based on your machine, what your outlet fitting is. Your outlet fitting is either a plug, which is the way mine always is. So you're going to order plug out, just like you see here. If you're ordering it and your machine has the socket out on the machine, then you're going to order it socket out. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, you can always just email us or whatever. And then DIY, again, it's always going to come as plug out unless you tell us different in the notes. All right, so I showed you like the standard setup if you're just coming right off the machine and using the 2-bucket method, one for chemical, one for water, to rinse your injector out. There's another way that you could plumb it if you have a trailer or a truck, and you could probably do this on a portable machine too, but it might just be a little cumbersome and just easier to use the 2-bucket method. And so for that, I'm going to show you the parts that you would need in order to do that. That's a three-way mounting base. If you wanted to use that, you could use that. And then there's a poly three-way valve that you would have to have. And this is what it would look like if you ordered it separately, pieces, the three-way mounting base and the poly three-way ball valve. And basically this is allowing you to switch so that you're pulling chemical through the injector, or if you wanted to rinse, you would turn this valve towards the water for the water to draw while you're drawing chemical. I'll show you that in a minute. But you're not actually drawing chemical when it's that way, the opposite direction. You'd be drawing water so you can rinse your injector. And I'll go over that right now. All right, so the thing to remember when you're using a three-way valve is that the bottom part, the bottom barb that's coming out of here, is connected to your injector. And then one side of the barb is going to a water tank or a bucket or whatever. Then the other side is going to your bleach tank or bucket or whatever. Okay, so when this, let's say this is water, if it's pointed this way and I use my soap nozzle, my low pressure nozzle or low flow nozzle to draw the chemical, it's going to draw water. If I turn it this way and my bleach is going this, my bleach hose is going this way, it would be 1/4 inch clear braid hose all the way around. Then when I use the same nozzle, soap nozzles, I'm going to draw bleach through my injector when I'm turning the bypass. And I'm going to show you the whole setup here on the floor so it gives you an easy picture of how the plumbing works. All right, so this is a portable machine, but let's say this could be on your truck or your trailer or whatever, and you never move it off. It could be a 5 gallon per minute skid unit like that one. It could be a 8 gallon per minute like this one over here. Doesn't really matter, but this is basically how the setup would work, and you can do it. I'll show you a slight twist of this in a minute. But basically you would have a whip hose coming off of here, going to your bypass injector. And again, my orientation is plug out. So I'm going into the socket fitting here. The plug fitting is on this side. There's my socket fitting. And then over here is my plug fitting coming out of the injector, and the socket is over here. So I've got plug out, socket in, plug out on the injector, socket in here, and then this end, plug out, because my water's coming out of the plug, that would go to like my hose wheel, or that could be connected to my spray hose or whatever. Okay, so that's how you would set it up coming off of your machine. And then on the injector, you have your clear braid hose. And guys, make sure you use little hose clamps on all of these connections. But anyway, you would have your 1/4 inch clear braid hose coming out, and it goes to the bottom of the three-way mounting base. Then you would connect 2 more pieces of clear braid hose, one on either side of the poly three-way valve. One would go to the water tank, the other to the bleach tank. Or those could go to buckets if you don't have bleach tanks. So up top is the three-way valve, and right now if I turn the three-way ball valve so it's not bypassing, it's not going straight through, and I have that turned towards my bleach tank, it's going to draw bleach. If I want to rinse my injector out at the end of the job, then I would again keep the ball valve turned. So now, let me go ahead and turn it. That's how it would be to draw the chemical out. All right. Now, I want to rinse my injector. So I simply take this three-way valve, turn this so it's facing towards the water tank, and now when I use that same low flow nozzle, soap nozzle, it's going to draw water through the injector and rinse my injector out. And I'll do that for about 4 or 5 minutes just to rinse it out fully. And then when I'm done, just as a precautionary or safety measure or whatever, I take the top of the three-way valve, the little lever there, and I turn it right into the middle position so it doesn't, it'll create a vacuum, so that shuts it off and it'll stop drawing bleach or water. And if you wanted to eliminate the whip hose coming off the machine, you can certainly do that if you have the room, and you can connect the bypass injector directly to the machine and then have the same plumbing that I just showed you. But it's basically the bottom barb goes up to the injector, and then the other two, one goes to the water, one goes to the bleach. I noticed while I was doing the video that this is going towards the back, and I don't like that. I want it coming towards the front, towards the sticker. So I'll show you real quick how you put these together, and also show you the inside of it. These are, we make these with our printer, laser printer, 3D printer. So we make these ourselves, but let me show you. So you're just going to use a screwdriver. This is a little electric one that we have, and just take the little screws off. They're good long screws. All right, and so I'm just going to take this and flip this, but inside these are mounting holes. You'll have to get your screws to mount these. We don't supply the screws, but just self-tappers or whatever you're going to use depending on where you're mounting it. And so I want this coming to the front, so I'm going to turn this like that, make sure it's that way. I'm just going to place it back in. There's notches here for it, and then we're going to put the box back on. Now it turns to the front. And I'll just put my screws back in. Now, when you tighten these screws down, you want to make sure that you don't over tighten them. Otherwise, you could crack the plastic on it. It's pretty durable plastic. They last a long time. So once I get it down to the bottom, I just kind of slow down and snug it up. Same thing on the other side. Okay, that was almost too tight, but jerked on me and protected me. So that's how you put it together, the three-way and the mounting box. Again, you don't have to have the mounting box, but it just sure makes it a lot nicer and makes the makes it so much easier to turn this because it's stable. If you don't have this, you know, I used to zip tie them before we came out with these to my hose reel or someplace on the trailer, and you'd have to grab the actual valve somehow and kind of hold it so that you could turn it. Otherwise, it could twist and turn around. So, all right, y'all, if you're tired of waiting to get paid, switch to Project 2 Payment. I've been working with them on better estimating and payment tools, and it's saving me a ton of time. Use my link for 3 months free, project2payment.com/Doug Rucker. All right, guys, I hope that's been helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, just put them down below. Hit that bell, hit that notification. The bell will be the notification, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If we can ever help you, if you need information about our schools, learn at pressurewashingschool.com is where you can email me, or go to pressurewashingschool.com. And then also anything about our products like these, then info@DougRuckerStore.com, and DougRuckerStore.com is the website. So, hey, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a very, very blessed day.